Hello everyone. So today we're checking out a new distro. We're going to be taking a look at AerynOS. It's a very new distro, and it's not actually officially released yet. It's still currently in a beta or alpha release. But we are going to check it out in its current state and see what we think of it. You gave up on Nix? AerynOS is an atomic distro, so you have the ability to roll back really easily. You can roll back, and the system, in theory, shouldn't break. It is a from-scratch distro, so it's built from the ground up, and it has its own suite of tooling. I think it looks like a really cool distro. Nix is great, they're amazing things. It's about Flake Home Manager, but it's just too much for me now. It's fair enough. If I do switch distro, in a completely different direction, then I'll probably switch to NixOS, AerynOS, or SongbbirdOS when that's finished. So, I do have the ISO already. The system requirements are a little bit more than what we're used to for a VM. So, we're gonna create a new VM. We want this one, it'll be AerynOS. Hopefully this actually works. We'll do generic Linux 2024. We want 4096. We need at least 4 cores. Okay. And we need 40 gigs of space. So we've got that, we have that, we have that. We need to do that and that. Name will be AerynOS, of course. Customize it before install. And yep, enable the network. We're going to switch over to UEFI. We're going to go, yes, apply the changes. Yep. I think this is all fine. So, anything other than Arch, it would be Fedora, but if Aaron is out and stable, it would be my choice. Yeah, so they have the MOS package manager, which like this. Aaron isn't stable yet, I don't believe. And the docs are lacking a bit just because of that. But I do really like where it's going. This should be fine. Hopefully this isn't completely and utterly broken. Hey, there's the Aeryn logo. Hopefully it actually works though. Because it would suck if it doesn't. We're in. That was easy. Simple. We want the installer. Install AerynOS. It was quick. Or decently quick. So this is Lycan. This is their custom installer. We'll do GNOME. I'm gonna quickly pick my locale and everything. It is a very nice, it looks really good. Time zone. The only thing is that you have to scroll and you can't, oh, unless you, no, you can't. So you have to scroll on the menus to actually get what you want. Which is kind of annoying, and it can take a while. But yeah, it looks like a really cool distro, and I think I'm gonna like it. We'll just have 1 as the password, 1 root or admin, 1. Oh. So the installer actually just broke itself. And crashed. So there's that. Can try again. We might just have to play around with the system here for now. If I can't get it installed, then we will just mess around with the system in this state. It'll mean that we can't save anything, but that's alright. Almost there again. It's definitely annoying to have to scroll. Yeah, so it broke again. Let me just show you this. So it did break again. I don't think it can find the disk. Which is a little bit of a problem. So I guess it currently just doesn't work in a VM. Creating the live environment. Yeah, I think it's just like, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work yet. But that's okay, because we can still play around with it a bit, I think. So yeah, the docs are really lacking. A lot of this, I believe, is empty. Yeah. Is there something in... Yeah. Hmm. When will it be considered stable? Nothing said about that. So we're just gonna play around in the live environment. Hmm. Yeah, this is okay. It is actually pronounced Aaron and not Aaron. I wasn't sure about that. I thought it was Aaron, but it's Irish. Well, it's stylized version of Aaron. So, now that we know it's broken, I actually don't know the... This is nice, actually. I like this. Oh, you need to partition your disk first. That would have been useful to know. Don't think it actually says how to install it. So let's go to the FAQ and partition. A greater than or equal to 256 megabyte FAT32 partition, type 1 in F disk. So we're gonna... We're on VDA. So, this probably would have been useful to know first, but we can use gparted. This one we can... Yeah, I'm gonna do it using fdisk. I think we need to do... Yeah, it's not like, what's it called, gpart? We did this like a couple weeks ago with Arch. I should remember how to do this. Ah. Sudo fdisk -l/dev/vda. So we can do... I believe, and check the Arch wiki. because I've not used fdisk before. So we can do I'm gonna quickly clear this. I think Control L works. Yep. fdisk/dev/vda. Sudo. I'm gonna create a new table. And what kind of table does it want? GPT. Create partitions. N. Type 1. So new partition. Partition 1. Yes. So we're gonna do plus 256M. And then we can do a new partition. Yep. First sector. Sure. Last sector will be 4 gigabytes. What? New partition. 2. First sector is going to be oh dear. First sector is gonna be somewhere. I just need 4 gigabytes. We're gonna quickly change the type. We want it to be type of 1. We're gonna have a new partition. Number 2. Sure. Plus 4. Oh, I didn't do plus 4. And then this will be X bootloader. 142. Yep. And new partition. We'll have this as partition 3. First sector there. And we'll do rest of the disk. Sure, that looks fine. And that should be an XFS file system, which is some kind of type. XFS file system is what we want. Yeah, I don't know where it is in here. I don't know what number it is. No, I think we do want Linux file system. Yeah, plus 4 gigabytes works. Yeah, we want an XFS file system. Linux root. Type Linux root. We want probably 23. Yes, 23. And we want to write the partition table. So we're going to go in here, we're going to hit W, and that's it. LSBLK should bring it up. Yup. We need to then have, we're going to check this. LSBLK -F. /dev/VDA. Right. Do we need sudo on this? No, it just, like, doesn't. It's not, it doesn't want to. So we have this. This is fine. You want an X? Ah, yes. We want to make fs dot xfs like this. Um, yes. Make xfs slash dev slash vda3. There we go. We then want for the installer to recognize that this partition is large because it is where AerynOS keeps the kernel. X bootloader FAT32. So both of these need to be FAT32. Yeah, FAT. We are getting somewhere. Why did the music stop? Oh, yes. So we need to make fs dot fat dash f32 slash dev slash vda 1. And we still need to use sudo. And we want the same for VDA 2. Cool. Now we should be able to actually run the installer. Unless I've skipped some steps. Install AerynOS. GNOME desktop. And we're back to where we were like half an hour ago. So just give me a second to do this stuff. And then we can actually, hopefully, install the system properly. And not have it crash this time. So almost there, and here. We'll just have it as 1, 1. All of the passwords are 1, by the way. Pick a boot partition. Yes, that one. VDA 2. Can I scroll? I can't scroll down on this. Just sized root file system. VDA 3. Yep. Your root FS. XFS, yes. Do you want to install? Yes. Cool, so I have it's working this time. Yay. Yes, so we're trying out AerynOS, which uses GNOME by default. It's an atomic distribution, and it looks really cool. It is not at a stable release yet, but I want to test it out in its current state, because it looks like a really interesting distro to try out. And I think when it reaches stable, it could be a really good contender for the next distro that I use myself. So, we have, so far, we have failed to install it twice because Lycan wasn't working. Lycan is their installer. It turns out it wasn't working because I had to manually partition the disks first, which we've now done, and we're just installing it. We're going. This is working. And, yeah, so it's a standalone distro. And it uses pretty much all of its own infrastructure. Yeah, so we could use Cosmic, but we are going to just use GNOME because that's the default that it ships with. So we have installed nearly everything. Just have to wait for the Linux firmware to download. It's still rough around the edges, obviously, because it's nowhere near finished yet. Oh, well, it's not too far away, but it's also not that close. While we're waiting, I did just want to point out, this one project. I wasn't told to do this. I'm just doing this because I think it's a genuinely cool project. This is DoWM. I didn't make it. I think it's really cool though. It's written in Go, configured using YAML. It's not on the AUI yet, I don't think. But I think it looks fantastic. And I do plan on switching to X11 for streaming purposes only. And I think DWM would be really good for that. So, that's done. I think we can reboot now. Restart. And hopefully this will just work out of the box. And we won't run into any awful issues. Look at that. I am still using the old channel name for this just because it's quicker to write than Valix. Hey. That's it. We have AerynOS. It looks like a really cool distro. What's my system? My personal one is EndeavourOS with SwayFX. And that's it. It's SwayFX with EndeavourOS. I am going to be configuring Hyperland. Not live on stream, but for the How to Rice series, which I did actually start recording today. Oh, my laptop. I have a Lenovo ThinkPad. I can't remember the model number. It's a T495S. It has 16 gigs of RAM. So it's ThinkPad T495S from like 2020. 16 gigs of RAM. Some of it is dedicated to the iGPU. It's kind of a weaker CPU. It's like a Ryzen 3, if I remember correctly. Yeah, writing isn't that hard. You need advice. You want to enter into cybersecurity and finish the OSCP exam. You can absolutely do writing. Within 6 months, you can do writing in it'll only take, a week at most to get a system that you really like. And obviously, I plan on doing the How to Write series, which it's not just a copy and paste guide. It's more so about it's more so just giving you the tools, the knowledge to go and make your own rice. I don't think it'll be for everyone, because it's not a copy and paste series, but I think it'll be really useful. A lot of it just, the big message of the series is planning is really important. If you don't plan your rice, you will most likely end up with something incoherent. Especially if it's your first time. But I should start releasing that series slowly over the next couple weeks. Yeah, exactly. So I'll be using Hyperland and Walker and some other things. But I think it'll be good. The one charging $100 is insane. And it's like, it's so dumb. You shouldn't do that. I would personally like to petition for us to rename FOSS to Loss. Instead of free, it's Libre. Saying it's more accurate. So, we have Moss, which is so it's the package manager for AerynOS. I'm gonna do a quick search to see if Kitty's in there. It doesn't seem like it. Moss repo requires a subcommand. Moss repo -- help. I'm going to just zoom in a bit. So we want to add or list repositories. Moss repo list. We only have volatile, which I think might be the only one. ER. Moss repo enable. Yeah, so I think that Moss is a little bit unstable right now, but that's okay. It's more now. Who's it by? And where's it hosted? Because that's insane. Oh, I'm still on be right back. Whoops. Sorry. um. Yeah, who would buy a writing course like that? Gumroad. Yeah. Um. Yeah, it's insane to charge anything for a series like that. Obviously, I think it's fine to, have donations for something like that. But actually properly charging for it is just outrageous. Um, we're gonna do Moss install. Moss IT. Let's see if Kitty's in there. Kitty is not in the package repo, and I also have no idea where to find where it actually is. Upstreams. Yeah, I actually don't know where the package repo is. Which is kind of a problem. It's in here, I think. A. Oh, okay. There's nothing under... Oh, there is a K here. Which does not have Kitty. Oh, it does have Kitty. Okay, how do I add this then? Sudo master repo add. Name. Repo URI. I just don't know where the actual repo is. Unless I need to enable. Repo enable volatile. Cool. Now if I use sudo no package called kitty. Sudo mass. I'm gonna search for packages, help, inspect. Yeah, I actually have no clue how to properly install. You could consider, yeah. I would feel wrong charging for the series. It just would feel wrong. Hmm. I would like to actually see. I do want to know how to properly add this. Where is it? It'll probably be one of the first ones. Well, I think I'm just a little bit confused. Oh. Oh my day. Add the volatile repo. Well, we should have the volatile repo. Let's grab a text editor. Unless we don't have one. We have Z. Oh, skip. Okay. Maybe we need to update the system. That's probably a good idea, actually. Sudo mos -- help. Is there like a sync packages? Sudo mos up. No packages to sync. Update. Sudo mos -- help. Okay. So we're here now. Boot extract index. Info. Inspect install list. Remove repo search state. List. We want to search. This will probably give us an error. Do we have Kitty? We do not have Kitty. So we actually haven't been able to install anything. I'm pretty sure we have Cosmic though, right? We do have Cosmic. Can get Alacrity if we want. We can get Zealage, we can get Console. Okay, this is good. Let's grab. I think we should just install Micro. There's no NeoVim in there. or Vim. Unless it's under... There's only NeoFetch. Yeah, what fetches are there? Fast fetch, NeoFetch. Let's do fast fetch. Yes. I like Moss. I like its design. Yeah, it just like, oh, that probably has my, oh, no, no, no. Oh, wait, actually, it's probably okay. Hold on, it's okay, I thought it was, I haven't used NeoFetch, default NeoFetch or fast fetch in so long. I, kind of forgot what they actually displayed. Good job it doesn't display a public IP. It's just my local one. Anyway. I love, almost doxing myself live on stream. So. We should have a look. We should install micro. Yep. And it'll do that, and then it'll blitz the file system, and then run the triggers. It's definitely rough around the edges. But I do think that it's a really interesting distro. cd into .config/z. We don't have any themes. Let's quickly run micro on settings.json. Micro looking good as always. I think micro just looks good in general. Especially when you, like, properly take the time to set it up. So, I don't think there's much more we can really do. So, let's talk about my opinion on it. I think it is a really interesting distro. I like it a lot. I like the idea of it. I like kind of the implementation of it. The only thing that I think needs to be improved is just the polish of it. Probably have the partitioning in the installer rather than doing it separately. I think that it just needs a bit of troubleshooting. But if I actually, the documentation obviously needs to be finished. But overall, I think that it is, yeah, it needs more packages as well, obviously. I think when it fully releases, we will test it again. And so I will keep an eye on it when it actually releases properly. Yeah. We will look at it again. I will re-review it in its stable form. But even in its current state, I think it has a lot of potential. Especially to be the next distro that I use on my system. So, those are my opinions on it. There aren't many people left, but Yeah. So I think when it releases in a stable form, it will be fine. Yeah. So that is pretty much everything. I am going to remove it. I'm going to delete it and all of its storage. Because I don't need it anymore. So, that's my opinion. I think in its current state, I'd rate it a solid, like, 5, 6 out of 10. I think that, yeah, it'll be fine in the end. It just needs to be polished off. But thank you all for coming and watching. If you did enjoy, consider leaving a like. Yeah, the How to Write series should start coming out very soon. And I will see you not next week. No stream next week. But I will see you the week after for another stream. Potentially on another distro, probably more likely on Songbird or Racing. But yeah. Thank you, and I will see you at some point in the future. Also, look out for the How to Write series, of